Well guys, this is it. The final battle of Siege Week. It was another fantastic Siege Week. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And of course, do not be too sad. There will be more Siege Weeks in the future. I love doing them. They are a lot of work, but it's worth it because they're so much fun, and I love reading the comments and seeing what you guys have to say and, you know, watching your battle replays. It's always a blast. So this is how we're going to wrap it up. A good old classic vanilla battle on a classic settlement here. Whenever I think of Medieval 2 Total War, I think of this settlement, this northern castle, where the wall is, this wall is so important that you must, but if you're defending, you must defend it properly, and if you're attacking, you must conquer it to take this settlement. So we're going to have a very, very glorious battle here. It's a 2 versus 1, and I really enjoy 2v1s because when you're the defender, you're just so outnumbered, outmatched, and outgolded. Yeah, that's right, outgolded. You just don't have as much money, so it's really cool because you're all by yourself and you're trying to call for Gondor's aid, but they never show up. So you're just all by yourself doing the best you can, fighting off 2 players, and it's epic. I don't know, I personally like it a lot. We are gonna have some early cav action here. We have Scotland's defending the settlement, and we have Russia and Poland working together, 2 eastern factions trying to kill a western faction. So yeah, here we go, cav battle. Here we go. Let's see if Scotland here can get any major kills. Maybe he can take out a artillery or something like that. Here comes a charge from the Knights Templar, and he's gonna get a couple kills there on the Polish Guard. But the Knights Templar, they're no match to the Polish Guard. I mean, the Knights Templar, they're good, but yeah, they're really no match. And oh, Polish Guard are coming back to fight them. And here comes the Tsar's Guard charging in. See if they can support their Polish allies. And here comes a charge back here. There's just so much going on right now, guys. Oh, he tries to get a charge on the dismounted Lithuanian cav, but it really wasn't that successful. Poland was able to get his troops out of there right before he goes in. Oh, look, what? Wait, oh, they break. Oh, they're breaking. Knights Templar breaking. So skittish. That's a pretty healthy number of cav, and to see him break like that so early is a little disheartening there. But we do have a epic cav brawl going on here. Scotland's trying to use his archers the best he can and try to fire down at this cav. But yeah, oh, they returned, and they're getting hit hard by archers. Oh, that's tough to see. I hate when that happens. I hate when a unit breaks and then returns and you completely forget about it. Like, ah, damn, they're just standing there getting shot to death. Like, that sucks. Oh, there's some friendly fire though. There we go. So the walls are crumbling, they are crashing down, and you know what, guys? Let me turn down my my battle effects. It's a little too loud. So let's go ahead and go over the army comps now that the battle kind of sizzled down a little bit, calmed down a little bit. We're going to start with the defender this time, change it up a little bit. We have Scotland commanded by Delaney G. Now, I just want to give a shout out to Delaney G. He's hosting that TeamSpeak server. So thank you so much for you know, sacrificing your money and stuff. So everybody give him a big old thank you. Apollo Knights, thank you. And also, guys, be sure to check out the TeamSpeak. The link is in the description. So yeah, you can join up there, chat with other players and stuff, and hang out. So anyways, let's look at his army comp. He's got a good amount of pikemen, which is going to be very, very important in this defense. And he's bringing a lot of noble swordsmen. They're equivalent to Shiverick Knights, so they're pretty damn good, and it looks like they're heavily upgraded. So it should be pretty awesome to watch them in action. He's got 2 Galaglike Axemen, which Galaglike, they suffer from the 2-handed glitch, but they're Galaglike. You gotta bring them when you're Scotland. They're just iconic. So yeah, I even though they're not that great, I love seeing them. They're awesome. And he's got a catapult. So is this army strong enough to hold against the mighty horde of Polish knights and Russian Tsar, Russian Druzina? But let's go ahead and check out the attacking forces here before this battle gets a little too crazy. We've got Poland commanded by Super Badger 09, And I like his army a lot just because he's got a lot of dismounted Polish knights. He's got, you know, just a lot of great heavy infantry. He's bringing some spearmen, and he's also bringing some cheaper units like the woodsmen, which I think that's pretty cool because they're cheap and pretty effective. If you can get a good charge with the woodsmen, they have a pretty solid charge bonus. Also, you can use it as like a sacrifice unit, you know, to absorb archer fire and stuff. So that's the Polish army. Very cool, very cool. And the final army here, we have the Russians, of course, commanded by Counselor Shepard. And he's bringing a pretty solid guys here. Words are hard. He's got some dismounted boyar sons, which is always great to see. The Russians, they look amazing. They're one of those unique factions that just look so cool. And he's got some Burdick Axemen. I always slaughter their name. I think I've given them like 3 different names. Oh, we see some archers falling to their death there. Gotta be careful with those walls. I think originally I called them Burdick Axemen, and then I called them Burdashi, and I think it's just Burdash or something like that. I don't know. I always forget, so I'm just gonna stick with my guns here and I'm gonna stick to Burdick Axemen, even though I know that's wrong. It's just, you know what? I'm changing how you pronounce it, so deal with it. So if you ever see this unit, pronounce it Burdashi or Burdick, whatever. Moving on. He's got some dismounted Devor, which are a very excellent archer unit, which they can fight in melee. They've got the same stats as boyar sons, but they have bows, so they're pretty awesome. Now we're gonna have a fairly long bombardment phase. Scotland, he's just preparing his troops, ready to hold the line, ready to go. So I'm just gonna fast forward, edit through this, and start it back up once Poland and Russia is charging forward. Welcome back, my knights. The battle is beginning here. They used up all of their ammo. Look at all this death and destruction. Scotland, he put his archers up on the walls because he knows that they don't have any more ammo, or at least he thinks they don't have any more ammo, so he's not worried about losing them to artillery fire. But Poland is going to be the first one to charge in here. Epic clash of spearmen versus noble pikemen. I'm pretty sure the noble pikemen are going to be able to chew them up. Check this out. Look at them jabbing into their hearts. There they go. Oh, and their pikes. Oh, they're pushing through. The pikes are no longer in use. They dropped those pikes really quickly. And we've got some dismounted Polish knights going in there. Now, that's a different story. They are a great unit, and they're going to do some damage, unlike their spearmen buddies. Now, we've got the axemen charging in, and the noble pikes looks like they're doing pretty good. They do. Sorry about that, guys. My game just like tabbed out. But anyways, what I was saying is the axemen, they do pretty well. Or I'm sorry, the noble pikemen, they do pretty well until it looks like the infantry is really close up into their face, and they just kind of drop their pikes, which is not good. But we have a huge push over here by Poland and Russia. And look at the Russian reserve over here. Look at this. They are just waiting. This looks so cool. Putting up the ladders. Put up the ladders, men. Here they go, ready to scale the walls, and they're going to take on these archers. These archers are not protected, so very wise by the Russians trying to get their infantry up on the walls and try to take out these archers as quick as possible. But Scotland's going to send forward some noble swordsmen to protect them. Let's see if he's going to be able to do that. But look at this, Poland is charging some Lithuanian cav this way, dismounted of course, and he's going to get some easy shots on the Scottish forces, but we do have some Highland archers to challenge those Lithuanian archers. Let's see if they can bring them down, do justice to those Lithuanians. But here we go. Look at this big brawl. This is why I love this damn settlement, because it creates these massive brawls in the streets. And Scotland is fighting for their life. Let's see, where's that catapult? There's that catapult. Let's see if we can use that and get a bunch of kills. Maybe try to break the enemy or the attackers. Still a very, very brave push over here by Poland. They're just trying to force their way through. Russia now up on the walls fighting these noble swordsmen. We got another unit of noble swordsmen fighting back these dismounted Devor. And now we've got some Polish nobles fighting some Highland archers. So Poland is sending more and more troops over here. This is a big concern for Scotland because he really doesn't have an answer for this. He's got a couple troops over here, the Gallaglyke Axemen, but again, they have the two-handed glitch. How long will they hold? I do not know, but they must hold if Scotland wants to survive this, because if he gives up this position, Russia will be able to flank around and attack the backs of the Scottish men, keeping back the hordes of troops coming through this wall. So really good attack here so far, and pretty solid defending too. So these players, they clearly have some experience. And check out, oh, this, I love this, the little wall battle. We've got these troops on the wall, the Highland Archers. Look at that, they got a perfect angle to the spearmen over here. Come on, get a volley, one more volley before they leave. Oh, come on, archers, what are you doing? There they go. Ah, they're gonna get a couple kills. But I think what Poland was doing there is killing some Highland archers. But that was pretty cool. I love seeing that. I love seeing troops fight up on the wall. And look at this scene right here. You got troops down below, you got troops over here, and then you've got a massive horde of Russian troops climbing up the ladder, trying to do justice upon these noble swordsmen. But it's going to be a very tough fight because noble swordsmen, they're pretty good. They are better than the dismounted Dvor and Boyar sons. But this battle looks like it's kind of in favor of the Russians. Got some Drazina climbing up here. The noble swordsmen are becoming outnumbered. They're down to 30. Oh, I see. He moved them down to the ground. He's trying to kill some archers down here. Oh, what is that? What is that? The catapult is firing. He's desperately trying to hold back these troops over here. He needs more troops on this side if Scotland wants to win. Russia, all they have to do is keep pushing forward. They've got the numbers. They can beat these Gallaglikes, and they probably will. Just got to be careful. Watch out for that catapult. It doesn't look like it's got any crazy kills yet. A lot of their shots are missing or only getting a couple of kills. So nothing devastating. But geez, look at this battle over here. Their numbers just seem endless. Scotland desperately trying to push them back, and Scotland's pretty successful over here. They are pushing them back through the choke point, but that's about the only place Scotland's doing well. Over here, it looks like it's evenly matched. Scotland is outnumbered, but it says victory seems certain for them. So they can still win this flank, and they must win this flank if they want to win this battle. They have to win somewhere because the troops over here are getting smaller, thinner, and thinner. Smaller, thinner, and thinner. So yeah, they're losing troops. These feudal knights are having a tough time. They are mostly fighting weaker units, but there's just so many of them. There's so many Polish forces running around. And he's doing a tactical retreat. Check this out, guys. Yeah, this is probably for the best. Oh, he's doing a full-on retreat. Oh, because the Russians, they broke through, and yeah, the catapult has been destroyed. The Russian general, the Polish guard charging in. I think Scotland's just trying to regroup here the best he can, and that's probably the best decision because he cannot stretch his army out too thin. You must hold, men, you must hold. Scotland, for the Highland. Noble swords fighting off this Polish guard and the Tsar's guard. Dismounted Boyar's sons forming up here, kind of waiting for reserves before they go in. Scotland grouping up their forces. It looks like he still has a decent number of troops. It's very unfortunate that he lost his catapult there, but you know, I still believe. You guys still believe in the brave Scot. I mean, they are Scottish, so they can still win this. But Poland and Russia, they just did such a great job pushing through this first wall here. And they still have a bunch of troops. Now, most of the troops are pretty weak troops like woodsmen and dismounted Lithuanian cav. But it's still a concerning number of troops for Scotland. Let's see here. Are they going to fire this cannon into the Scottish? Oh, he is. He is going to fire into these troops. And look at this choke point here. This is a very good decision by Scotland, keeping these troops back over here. He just has to win the battle over here. Oh, and he's running his cav into the pikes. Oh, and the cannons back there are firing at the Scottish lines. And here comes the charge. Oh my god, the charge of the dismounted Boyar Sons. Hold, Scotland, hold. Look at those pikes go. Those Devore, they just need to, or Boyar Sons, they need to just push forward and try to get through there. Get through those pikes. Now, Scotland, they've got some very elite troops keeping back Poland here. It looks like mostly Poland is attacking this area. God, Poland has a lot of forces left. That is ridiculous. Here comes a volley from the Highland archers. They need to get a lot of kills here. Their best hope is to chain route these troops. Let's see what they can do. Let's see what they can do. Russia is, look at this. Russia is just trying to push their way through with just pure Russian muscle. For the motherland. For the motherland. The archers are firing at both flanks now. Come on, Scotland. That cannon is getting closer and closer. Is he gonna fire? Is he gonna fire his cannon with all his troops in his way? That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. What do we got going on over here? Oh, look at that vicious volley from the Highland archers. That is awesome. That is awesome. The troops are getting... They're dying. They are just dying. The defenses are getting thinner and thinner. Look at this. Russia putting up his archers up on this wall. And this is why you must protect this wall. Because if you lose it, it's pretty much game over. And these archers are just getting a bunch of kills from their position. It's a fantastic position. Absolutely fantastic position. Oh my god, and the cannon there firing into his own men. Did you see that? It causes them to break. This unit is down to 3 guys, and this unit now breaks. So he just slaughtered a bunch of his own Russian troops, but it was worth it because, well, it killed some of them. And here comes another volley. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did you see that guy? He went flying. He went flying. That's awesome. Huge rout by Scotland. This looks like it's going to be the end of the siege battle. It was just a very tough defense for Scotland. He did not have a lot of money. The attackers had a lot of money. I think the money difference, I don't remember it exactly, but it was pretty high. There goes the Scottish general. And I think the biggest mistake that Scotland made was not keeping his archers alive. I think a lot of archers were kind of out there, and they got cut down. I think what he should have done once he saw the ladders come up on the walls is just retreat to about like right here, to like where this choke point is, and then hold this choke point. I felt like Scotland kind of stretched his army out a little too thin. And also, I think he misused the catapult. If he used the catapult more over on this side where all that infantry was, he probably could have got a lot more kills. But again, Scotland did a very great job. Very fun to watch, very exciting, and also great job to the attackers. They did a fine job, you know, destroying all these choke points, using the ladders, using their archers. Just some classic fundamental tactics in siege battle. And there's the cheering, and that's the battle, guys, and that's the final siege of Siege Week. I hope you enjoyed this one. This one was very fun to watch. You know, the kind of siege battle where you can just sit back, enjoy the gruesome fighting, and not worry too much about the tactics. But here's the end results. Counselor Shepard getting 502 kills. Super Badger 09 getting 472 kills. So they both carried their weight, both doing a great job. And Delaney G getting 876, getting a lot of kills, but it just wasn't enough. Let's go ahead and look at the results here. By the way, this was sent in by Counselor Shepard. So thank you so much for the battle replay, man. It was awesome. So let's see, what unit did the best here? So we got a unit getting 74, his dismounted Drazina. Love to see the Drazina doing well. I think that's it. 74 is the highest. So fantastic, guys. I hope you enjoyed Siege Week. Remember, I will have more in the future. And of course, I will always upload siege battles here and there everywhere. So send in your siege battles. I'm looking for Third Age. I need some Third Age siege battles. I love them. I love editing them. I love watching them. So be sure to try to get some Third Age siege battles. And yeah, I'm gonna close it here, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching, liking, and commentating, or leaving comments on the video. It means a lot to me, and I really do enjoy Siege Week, and I can't wait for the next one. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching.